Good morning and happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us again on our latest edition of Sunny Side Up, where sometimes the world is heavy and it's hard, but we're going to do what we can to look on the sunny side of things.
Always try to be positive a little bit
Yeah.
in this show. That's kind of where we try to look.
Well, we're trying. March 1st. I'll start with my first positive thing of the day.
Okay.
March 1st. That's pretty much almost spring.
That is. I will have the countdown to how many days until spring coming up in a little bit.
Not legally spring. Legally spring? Meteorologically?
Meteorological winter already ended as of yesterday. Oh, wait, let me double check my facts. I believe meteorological winter is from December through February, and so I think we're now into the meteorological spring.
Maybe.
But a lot of us do follow the actual astronomical spring.
I was going to say, what's the other one? Because they say it's legally spring. That's not right.
No.
I wore my green for March.
I wore florals because I was thinking a little springy.
And you can't wear green.
I can't wear green. No.
You blend in. You would blend in.
Well, yeah, I would blend in, or you would just see my head, my arms, whatever's not green.
That could be fun.
Fun April Fools or fun Halloween, maybe for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I'll be.
I don't know.
Let's see. I'll probably wear green for the parade that will be happening in Cedar Rapids. I'll wear it, but I'll have to change before. Well, I will be working the midday on St. Patty's Day.
Sure.
While Joe starts to get ready for the St. Patty's Day parade, and he's going to be doing broadcasting for that. But yeah, well, maybe I'll wear green during the parade and then change.
Yeah. I think I've got some a shamrock headband.
Okay.
So
I'm not that festive when it comes to St. Patty's. My red hair isn't good enough for me.
fair enough. So weather today.
Yes.
I mean, it's really not all that bad. It's rounding out our weekend in a decent way.
Yeah.
When we look ahead to what's happening later this week.
Okay. Sunny side up. Could be snow.
Okay. Sure. It could be snow. I will say some of the temperatures you're going to show us are very nice.
Yes.
But some of the other things, it's going to be a week.
It will be a week. So let's take a look at some of our city cams from currently. This is North Liberty, Cedar Rapids, Piasta, and our Amana Colonies city cam. Through the morning shows, we really watched as clouds started to develop and push into the area. We got to see a little bit of a sunrise.
It was a beautiful sunrise in some areas, but you said it was going to happen, and it did.
Yeah, so we watched as cloud cover pushed in a lot of the area. If you don't see that cloud cover completely across your skies quite yet, good for you. You'll get it here in a little bit. It will be mostly cloudy by probably noon today across the entirety of eastern Iowa. We expect it to stay mostly cloudy through this evening, really. A little bit of a break overnight, and then clouds push right back in to start out your Monday morning too. So not much of a break on that.
But hey, it could be raining or snowing today, and it's not, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, I did also, if you look at North Liberty, see how brown the grass is?
Yeah.
That's a really good sign that there's no snow on the ground, A, can't see it, but B, with the rain coming up that's going to be happening later in this week, we'll start to get some more springy looking grass, whereas that grass starts to turn a little greener, starts to wake up, start to get leaves on the trees, go from the brown of winter to the greens of spring.
Yeah, it's really an ugly time of year right now.
Yeah, when that snow melts and you just see all the dead grass, all the just trees that have no leaves on them, it's quite a not so great, pleasant look outside.
Yeah, on my drive home, I always look around and I'm like, oh, brown. It's all brown outside. But on the sunny side, the sun will come out at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point it'll come back, and spring will come back, and the colors will come back. We're just kind of rounding out the end of the winter season.
Yeah, and we always have to remember it's Iowa, and so winter doesn't end in February, despite us. I know that the two of us are ready for winter to be done and moved on from. But winter can still happen, and when we look at some of our March typicals here in a little bit, we'll see how much snow that we typically get in March, because that still is a typical thing that does happen. Let's look at our 9 to 9 planner. We'll start to see cloud cover increasing, and then as we head into the day, I actually think this is the wrong one. I think this is for tomorrow, and in fact, I think it is. So let me get the correct one up, because I was wrong on my times. There we go. Let's play our noon planner for today, because that would be a little closer to what's actually happening. There we go. Clouds through this afternoon. Temperatures will be reaching the 30s across all of eastern Iowa, upper 20s across our northern areas where that snow fell yesterday. We're looking at upper 30s, potentially a low 40. Mount Pleasant could hit 40 tonight, or 40 this afternoon. So just a range of 30s, a little cooler, but then not too bad. Really to just start out the month of March.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a fine day. Nothing overly notable happening.
No, and sometimes we just need non-notable days.
Sure.
Because it's the calm before the quiet, or the calm before the storm. There we go. That is the saying.
That's the saying.
I need coffee very badly, apparently, at this point. Let's look at some of the typical temperatures that happen in March. Typically, we had about 8 days that are 30 degrees, 9 days that are 40 degrees, and 6 days that are 50 degrees. So,
Okay.
30s to 50s is a very typical average range in March. We do get a couple 20s, a couple 60s, sometimes a 70 in there, and sometimes we do go back down to the teens for high temperatures.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
I can't handle it if we do.
No.
I'm beyond it at this point, but it does happen sometimes, and it does pop up on occasion during March, so something we'll keep an eye out on. But just because it's something typical doesn't mean that it will always happen, but averages. There you go. We'll get warmer
I know.
eventually.
I know. I'm so excited for warmer weather.
Yeah, we'll have to look at what April is. I believe April's going to start pushing really high into those 40s, 50s, 60s again.
Perfect.
So
Love
March is just going to be kind of that time. Typically, we start out March in the upper 30s. Today, we're going to be seeing those 30s. So pretty good on that. Lows, tonight we'll see lows in the low to mid 20s. Well, we got that too. Low 20s is typically where we start out by the end of March, heading to the 50s for typically with 30s at night, not too bad. In an average March, we get about just under 2 inches of precipitation.
Which is interesting based on what we're going to talk about is coming later in the week.
Yeah.
So remember that precipitation total, because that's for the whole month, right?
Whole month. That does include melted snowfall or rain too.
Okay.
So it's both of those incorporated into one. But average snowfall of 4 inches.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Remember that just below 2 inches number.
because this is what's coming up. There's your chances for some precipitation coming up. That will start Monday night and into Tuesday, with each day beyond that on our 9-day, and even what isn't quite showing up on our 9-day and some of the signs that we are seeing beyond that, wetter than average to start out the month of March. So we'll see how much rain that we're going to get out of this. We'll pull up what the forecasted totals are just at the end of this, but let's get through that first system that's going to move through the area. Pinpoint Futurecast starts out Monday morning. Cloud cover pushes right back on in. As we head through the day, still seeing cloudy skies, remain dry. It's as we head into Monday night that we'll start to see that first chance for some precipitation to occur. Seeing that rain start early Tuesday morning, staying pretty scattered throughout that morning hour too. Not all of us are going to see that chance right away on Tuesday. Still some scattered chances there. It's more so as we head into the afternoon that everybody has the better chance to see that scattered system push through the area. This is 3 p.m. on Tuesday where we could see some chances for some precipitation there. And then as we head into the evening hours on Tuesday, that chance does start to push off across the area. So not too bad in terms of some of our systems and what we will be seeing down the line. But we will continue to just watch that.
We're seeing we're having a little bit of issues with our stream right now on our kcrg.com. We still are double check the YouTube real quick, Camille.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we are still good to go over on the YouTube channel. So we may end up restarting the stream here briefly, just kind of refreshing it, and we'll pick up where we left off. If you're still in the YouTube, hang with us for just 1 second. We're going to turn off our KCRG stream and turn it back on, see if we can kind of refresh things. We look like we've got some lag going on right now. So we're turning it off. And then we will hop back on here in just a couple seconds. Ooh, we did something. I don't know what we did.
Very interesting. But that was that first chance of precipitation, right? We had that chance for some rain earlier, a couple weeks ago, not too bad of some showers in there. But this is going to be our first pretty big kind of look ahead at some spring showers that pushes into our area.
And, you know, the more we talk about it, the more I just think of all the mud that is coming for us.
Mm-hmm. Really, truly. I mean, you and I both now have some dogs in our homes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And so muddy paws are about to become our entire life over the next week.
And you know what's interesting? I'm going to flip back to our camera here while we chat a little bit about the rain and the mud. And I'm also going to, we're still having issues with this other stream.
Interesting. You can kind of see the pinpoint back.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can see the timer on it. But I don't know.
That's very interesting. It does not look good. It looks like something is going very wrong there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've welcomed 4 paws into your household. I've welcomed 4 more paws into my household. So we're up to 8 paws. That's a lot of paws. And you know what I did yesterday? I steam cleaned my couch.
Oh, that's probably, wow.
Because I haven't done it since we got the couch, just about a year ago. And my one pup really enjoys being on the couch.
Yeah.
So every time he would come inside from the backyard, straight into the couch. The couch is like a cream color. It got pretty nasty.
I'm sure.
So we steam cleaned the entire thing. And all I can think about with this rain is that it's going to get bad again.
Yeah. It's probably going to get not great if you have white carpets, white couches, anything that's not dark, or even dark really could start, when it starts to get muddy, then you start to see the browns pick up a little bit too. So it'll be a fun week for all the pet owners out there who have sent their pets outside. It does look like the stream is back to what it should be, but not in a way of like the visuals.
It seems like something is horribly wrong on the website, and that is something that we unfortunately do not have control over with our little box.
That's probably going to be one of our engineers will be called here after the stream to get some stuff figured out on our part.
So we're not going to hop on the kcrg.com stream. Yeah, because that's not our feed anymore. Okay, we are strictly on YouTube then. So sorry to everyone on the stream that was watching us there. It just got kicked out.
Technology and it's fun.
It really is. Let's look more at this rain.
Yeah, let's
now
get right back to it. So as we head into Tuesday night, not seeing a whole lot to start out Tuesday night, but it's right after that into probably right around, let's say midnight into Wednesday morning that we'll start to see that next chance for some showers arriving. Also Tuesday night and into Wednesday, we could hear a few rumbles of thunder from the system. At this point, no severe weather is expected out of what will be over eastern Iowa. The Storm Prediction Center is looking at a storm that's going to be down south, that's attached to the system down south in Texas right now. That's a couple days out still, so something that they're watching, but far enough to the south that we're not concerned about with severe weather here in eastern Iowa. But it is starting to pick up for severe weather season down south, so something you'll kind of start hearing a little bit more about is just more severe weather down south. They don't really get a whole lot of a break between their severe weather seasons.
Ugh.
So
well, I'm glad we do.
Yes, a little bit. So that's Wednesday morning into Wednesday evening. We'll still see that chance for some showers. A little bit of a break. This particular model doesn't show a chance on Thursday, although there are a couple other models that do show that there is a chance on Thursday. So keeping that in mind, we do have it shown up on our 9-day forecast as a chance on Thursday. the best chance it looks like for widespread rain is going to be Friday. See the system pushing through into Friday night and then pushes out by Saturday morning. Now this system could hear again a few rumbles of thunder out of it. The Storm Prediction Center is also looking at this system, and their line of where they're looking is up into Missouri. So not that they're looking here in Iowa quite yet, but something that we'll continue to keep an eye on throughout the week, because by Friday, temperatures are also going to be much warmer. So that does help that all those ingredients that we would potentially need for some weather that could be a little bit more active. Not saying at this point we are going to get severe weather. At this point, we do expect that it could just be a few rumbles of thunder, and that's all we're going to see out of this system. So,
and honestly, sometimes a nice, sleepy thunderstorm, I kind of like that.
I don't mind it. I will be sitting at home on Friday, because that's one of my days off, and enjoying listening to the sound of the thunder.
And getting muddy paw prints everywhere.
Yay!
So we talked a little bit about the precipitation totals, the average per month.
Yeah.
And this week alone.
This is 7 days. So from Sunday to Sunday.
Okay.
We are looking at this totals. 1/2 inch across our northern areas. That's that kind of darker green. Then we head to the south where they're looking at between 1 inch and 1.5 inches of rain across our southern viewing area.
Wow.
I'm assuming a lot of that rain is going to come from Friday. That's where that more heavier band of rain that we're looking at would be moving through. But again, this is much needed moisture. We've had so many red flag I shouldn't say so many. We've had 2 red flag warnings be put into effect across our southern area. Fire weather watches being put in effect because they haven't gotten as much snowfall, rain, and so their ground is so dry, and they really, really need this moisture to make sure that the ground doesn't, we don't get any of those fires that can start up. So something to keep in mind. Rain is important when it comes to mitigating some of that fire risk.
And it'll help all that brown grass turn green.
Yeah, because spring is only 19 days away. It is on March 20th, officially at 9:46 in the morning.
What day of the week is March 20th?
I
I should be able to do that math in my head. It's a Friday. We are off work on that day. We are celebrating spring. Yippee!
Yes, I will be definitely very excited to get
Spend
into
the day
spring.
outside.
Well,
If it's fine out there.
I know, it's 19 days out, so don't have a forecast
I
for
know,
that quite yet, but
The tulips on your background here make me feel so excited, and I hope all the tulips are doing good this year, and I just, spring.
spring will be here eventually. We just gotta get
19
through it.
days.
90 days.
19
But
days.
despite it officially being spring too, we still get April snow showers too. So
Yes.
I hate to kind of put a little down.
You're not looking on the sunny side, Camille.
I'm being a little more realistic. Let me put it that way. Realistic. Sunny side though, I would love if there was no more snow for the year.
What about the tulips?
Tulips, I'm so excited.
On the sunny side.
Yes. Let's look at our 9-day really, really quickly. Today's the first day of March. Welcome to March. We'll be seeing temperatures in the 30s, mostly cloudy skies. Stick around into Monday as well. Low to mid 40s for Monday. That's going to be that start of that warm up. Mid 40s on Tuesday, 50s by Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have a 60 on our 9-day. We're looking at upper 50s, low 60s across the area. A little cooler into Saturday as that system on Friday is attached to a cold front that will be pushing through the area. And then warm up though does arrive again into early next week, and seeing temperatures still above normal beyond that too. So
Great. I love that.
looking
don't.
nice.
The rain. That's a very, there's a lot going on in this 9-day.
Yes.
Between the spring forward that we don't want to forget about, all the rain and the lightning bolt there. There's a lot going on. You're really going to make sure, in your house, that you keep your snow boots. If you keep your boots by the door, which I do, you're going to want to keep your snow boots
Yep.
and your rain boots right next to each other.
Right.
Maybe your umbrella's leaning up against the wall. You've got your raincoat hung up
Yeah.
next to your snow coat.
Right.
because you're going to need
Yeah.
both of them this week.
Yeah, we were talking to our shows during our shows this morning that if you don't know where your rain jacket is,
Yeah. I don't
today or tomorrow, I would highly recommend trying to find that.
I got to find my umbrella. I thought it was in my car. It wasn't. Last time I needed it, it was not there.
I don't own an umbrella. I should probably pick one up.
Wow.
I just rock a raincoat.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work, but an umbrella is quite nice.
It is. I just haven't.
Now, you know what, though? This is a phenomenon of college kids. I know you're out of college, but,
Yeah.
like, they don't use umbrellas.
Because where do you put them in class?
I guess. On the floor next to you?
Yeah, but then you got like a sopping wet umbrella right on the floor, or you have to lean it up against your backpack, and then your backpack's already is wet, and you got all the technology, your papers and stuff in it.
But then you're, like, if you don't have an umbrella, your backpack gets wet from the rain, right?
Or you get a waterproof cover. That's what I did in college. My backpack had a waterproof cover on it, and so when it would rain, all I would do is pull the cover on top of it, and the water would just fall off it.
My life was changed in college when I started carrying around an umbrella and stopped caring about the puddles on the floor because I had that too.
Yeah.
But
I also didn't go to a super rainy university, so like I had that to go
that's
for.
fair. I did. It's a decent day outside though today. If you're looking to get around and doing stuff, what do we have going on in the area, Camille?
It's a little bit more of a quiet Sunday than we've had. I mean, yesterday we had so many local events.
Yeah.
A little bit quieter today. Sundays typically are. So if you ever have events,
Send them
please
to
send them
us. Yeah.
your way. You can send them to either Rebekah or I. You can send them to the newsroom email inbox. You can send them to the weather inbox. Always are looking for events happening across Eastern Iowa. There's a kids movie night happening from 3:30 to 7 o'clock tonight. Bingo to start it out at 3:30, and then movie at 5. I didn't find out what the movie is, so you'll have to go and be surprised.
Surprise movie.
It is also family-friendly, PG-rated animated movie, so that kind of narrows it down a little bit.
Sure.
But every kid gets a free bag of popcorn, so
Love it.
what an amazing time.
Go in a movie. That sounds awesome. That's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's happening at Pin Seekers in Tiffin today if you're interested in trying to find something to do on Sunday night before your kids have to go back to school.
And maybe if you're looking to support local UAW Spring Market up in Waterloo from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Features 25 or more vendors, 50-50 raffle, free admission, and Blue Barn barbecue.
I love some good barbecue.
Yeah?
Yeah. I love a good barbecue.
You got your mouth watering right now?
A little bit.
Well, now you gotta head up to Waterloo because you can get your barbecue, and like we love to say, you can support your local makers in the area.
Exactly.
Again, it's their slow season right now. As we slowly work out of winter into spring, you know, things will start picking up a little bit more for them. But you know, they're at the tail end of the really hard season for them. So get out there, support local, see what people in your area are making. We always have a lot of them. Like we try to feature a lot of them.
Yes.
Just a good thing to get out to.
Yeah, try to get out, enjoy local, support local. The next countdown that we should do, maybe not spring, but we should do a countdown till the first farmers market because I feel like that's just something that I feel like for me is also kind of that indicator of spring is kind of ending up, summer's right around the corner. So yeah.
Now I'm being told that we're having issues with the YouTube stream.
So maybe it is just a
maybe it's us
issue.
It might be us. We're going to continue on as if nothing's happening.
Okay.
Because we want to get to our feel-good story of the day.
Yeah.
So, we do have a little bit of a warning there, don't we?
That's a typical warning though on our side, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Yes.
We're fine. Everything looks fine.
We're gonna hope so.
We're gonna look on the sunny side and hope everything is fine with the stream and that everybody can still hear and see us.
Technology is so fun.
We're doing great this morning.
It's Sunday.
So every week we try, or every weekend day that we try to look back throughout the week and see some of our feel-good stories of the week. Look on the sunny side.
Right.
feature them again. You know, they might have aired in a newscast. You might have already seen them. They've been on our website. But just to give them a little bit more attention, a little bit more love, because sometimes we just need to remember that there are good things out there happening in the world. So recently, the Cedar Valley Humane Society went and did this huge expansion. And this has been years in the making.
Yeah, I mean, they come in every other weekend on our shows and come and bring in some of their adorable cats and dogs that they have. So always something that they're working towards to be able to intake more animals when that need is there.
And that was a big thing, was that over the years they've had to turn away a lot of animals because they just didn't have the space with their old facility. Now they're going to have a whole lot more space, to help a whole lot more animals, and hopefully, you know, connect them with families who can welcome them into their home and love them. So take a look at this story featuring and giving us a little bit of a look at their new facilities.
Watch our dreams come true.
Like many shelters, the nonprofit couldn't take in every animal that needed help. But with the additional space, the shelter can now handle about 100 cats and 80 dogs. And the animals have more space in their kennels, something that's especially important for the dogs.
So they have a larger kennel space. They have beds on both sides of their kennels. Just it's friendlier. They have sunlight. They have windows. In the old shelter, they had none of that.
Staff and volunteers can also clean kennels faster in the new building. It used to take 4 hours every morning to clean the dog kennels.
With our new finishes in our new kennels, it takes 1/3 the time to clean and dry.
The nonprofit is also working to remodel its old space, too. That space will handle services other than adoptions.
Vaccine appointments, owner guardian surrenders, strays, public finds strays. All of that will come through that side of the building. Afterlife will be in that side of the building. It'll be all medical on that side.
A new space to continue helping animals in need for years to come. In Cedar Rapids, Lacey Reeves, KCRG TV9 News.
The new facility, when the video popped up, we played it this morning is when it aired, and it aired last night for the first time. But when the video popped up and I got to see a look at those new shelters, I think I audibly went, wow.
Right.
Because that looked so different. Their little reception area was so much more modern, and it's a lot bigger than what their other facility was.
Right.
But they are, you know, still working. They've still got a little bit of work to do in that their old location. It's all connected, but the other half of it, they still got to finish up a couple things. But for a nonprofit, you know, they're doing a lot to take care of the animals in Eastern Iowa.
Yeah.
It's always good.
They always are so welcoming, and when they come on the weekends, it's always so sweet to see all of the different puppies and cats they always bring in. So if you are looking ever for animals to add to your own household, always look local to the local shelters in your area, and always a good idea to kind of see what they might have so you can help maybe a pet out there.
No, definitely. It's always a good thing to do. Unfortunately, it's just about 10:30. So we are all out of time for this weekend's edition of Sunny Side Up, but we will be back next weekend so we can continue highlighting events in our area. Again, send them to us if you know of any, and so we can continue looking on the sunny side. Until next weekend, have a great rest of your Sunday.